Hello and welcome to ETAuto. India's automotive industry has been under an unprecedented slowdown. The auto sector has witnessed its worst ever drop in the August sales across all the segments this year. According to the industry body SIAM, the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, the passenger vehicle sales have dropped to as low as 41.09%. And recently, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman claimed that the mindset of the millennials is one of the reasons for such a steepest decline in the sales of the auto sector for the past 2 decades. According to her, the millennials would rather be interested in opting for the ride-hailing services like Ola and Uber than to invest in buying a car and paying for its EMI. So today, ETAuto is out here to find out what the millennials and the cab drivers have to say about the same. Let's do it. So as a millennial, would you want to buy a car or go for ride-hailing services like Ola and Uber?
I think I would go for Uber or Ola because buying a car it's expensive these days in providing the environmental issues that we are facing in Delhi, and carpooling is always a good thing to follow.
Right now, I am a student, so I will prefer Ola, Uber, anything, but not a car. But in future, I will prefer to buy a car.
I feel that buying a car is more of an aspirational thing for millennials, and they would want to buy cars like an Audi or a Porsche or a Jaguar. But I don't think that, when it comes to like in our age, we really can't afford a car, and it makes more sense to book an Ola to work or an Uber to work because there's so much traffic. Plus, I think people are getting more, conscious and there is more awareness about climate change.
Hiring Ola and Uber is not that great option because there are situations like I have to travel with my family, so security and things like that are a major concern, and also it's not that cheap either.
I think the thing that has changed for me is with micromobility. I'm not aspiring to buy that car, even though I would like to have it but it is like a whenever, not a now thing.
I mean, it's my personal choice why I'm not purchasing a car right now. It just does not make any economic sense for me to invest in a car right now. But having said that, I don't think I'm impacting the entire auto industry as a whole. When it comes to the entire generation, there are a lot of people who are still buying cars, and that should not be a excuse for them to say, the auto industry has slowed down. I mean, there are various other factors. Government can actually step in and put in new reforms to ensure that the car sales are up, and not just put it on the millennials. You can't just blame everything on the millennials.
So do you think that ride sharing is a better option than buying a car?
Definitely. I think booking a cab and riding in that is a better option rather than buying a car at this point of time, because it's I think it's cheaper than having your own car.
I mean, finance minister expect from the person that earns 15,000 to buy a car on EMI, and thus the bank will get, NPA will go high. So tell me how that guy will pay EMI of 10,000 who wants only 15,000 or 20,000.
Right now, Ola and Uber is much cheaper and it's much easier to get. When I bought my cars 5-6 years back, one of the reasons I bought the car was because it was really difficult for me to, go out and socialize at different hours, say 8, 9, after 10 or 11 o'clock in Delhi.
And do you also think that this ride-sharing practice has affected the auto sales in any way?
It could have for millennials, but you see, if these are millennials, you have to see all millennials don't buy car at such a young stage.
So as we have observed, some people believe that opting for ride-hailing services like Ola and Uber is a better option because it's economical, environment-friendly and saves traffic congestion. They believe that buying a car is more of an aspiration and a desire today than being a need as it used to be for the generations before. While on the other hand, some people also believe that buying a car is a much more comfortable option if you have to cover shorter distances on an everyday basis or if you have a family. But as far as these preferences and the mindset of the millennials affecting the auto car sales is concerned, we need to look at the numbers and the stats. And we find out that overall the sales have dropped across all the segments, be it passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles or the two-wheelers. Even despite a normal monsoon, the tractor sales have dropped to a new low this period of month as compared to the same period last year. So that's it for today. In a nutshell, we can say that the auto sector slowdown is more synonymous to an ailing economy than the mindset and the preferences of the millennials. So you can comment down below to let us know your opinion on the same issue. Stay tuned, and for more updates, keep watching ET Auto.